So do you also use Razorpay for your business, and are you also still sending WhatsApp messages to all your customers manually? Then this video is definitely for you. So hello all, welcome back to Pabbly Connect, and in this video we are going to understand how to send WhatsApp messages on Razorpay payment using Pabbly Chatflow. So over here I'm running an e-commerce store and we use Razorpay to sell our products online. So now what I want is that as soon as a new product is sold online with the help of Razorpay, automatically that customer who purchased the product should receive an automated WhatsApp message, that too without any manual efforts. So to do this, we are going to create a connection between Razorpay and Pabbly Chatflow. To create this connection without knowing any programming or coding language, we are going to use Pabbly Connect. It is an amazing automation software. And today, in order to send automated WhatsApp messages, we are going to use Pabbly Chatflow. So if you also want to create this automation for your business, then follow me through the screen.
Welcome to my screen. So in this video, I'll show you how to send WhatsApp messages on Razorpay payment using Pabbly Chatflow. So over here, by connecting Razorpay to Pabbly Chatflow, you can set up an automation that triggers an instant WhatsApp message to your customer. This message will confirm their payment, thank them for their purchase, and provide essential details about the transaction. This will save you valuable time and reduce the manual efforts and ensure that your customer receive immediate personalized updates, creating a seamless experience. So Pabbly Chatflow is a powerful tool designed to automate your messaging on WhatsApp. With Chatflow, you can send personalized automated messages to your customer based on different triggers like payment, forms, submission, or inquiries. Alright, but as you know that Razorpay and Pabbly Chatflow doesn't have any native connection. So in order to create a connection between Razorpay and Pabbly Chatflow, we are going to use Pabbly Connect. So Pabbly Connect is an amazing automation tool that seamlessly connects different applications and automate workflows to save time and enhance the business efficiency. Alright, so to create this connection, I've simply opened the landing page of Pabbly by searching pabbly.com/connect in my browser. It is very easy, and as soon as we are going to open the landing page of Pabbly, we are going to get two options. One is sign in and the another one is sign up for free. So if you are a new user, you can click on the sign up for free and you are going to get 100 of tasks free every month. But over here I'm the existing user, so I'm just going to click on the sign in. And as soon as we are going to click on sign in, it is opening all Pabbly apps. Over here you can see all the tools and applications offered by Pabbly, which is Pabbly Connect, Pabbly Subscription Billing, Pabbly Email Marketing, Pabbly Form Builder, and also you can see Pabbly Chatflow. Alright, so in today's video we are going to use these two applications, which is Pabbly Chatflow to automate WhatsApp conversations and Pabbly Connect to integrate different applications. So as you can see that I've already opened my Pabbly Chatflow account, so I'm just going to open my Pabbly Connect account, and for that we have to click on this access now. And as soon as I'm just going to click on this access now, it is opening my dashboard. And to start with this automation, we are going to click on this button which says create workflow. And now it is asking me for the workflow name and the folder I want to save the workflow in. So here I want to save the workflow in this folder which says automations, and I want to name my workflow as how to send WhatsApp messages on Razorpay payment using Pabbly Chatflow, Razorpay to Chatflow. And then we are going to click on create. And as soon as we are going to click on create, it is opening the most important window of our automation, which is our workflow window. So this is the most important window because we have trigger and action in this. So trigger and actions are the two main principles on which our workflow will work. Alright, so trigger means when this happens and action means do this. So by this you can understand that the trigger is the one who is going to give the commands to this workflow. Alright, and the actions are the one who are going to respond towards that command or follow the commands given by our trigger. So therefore we can have only a single trigger but multiple actions responding towards the commands of our trigger in a particular workflow. Alright, so now what I want is I want to send WhatsApp messages on Razorpay payment using Pabbly Chatflow, right? So for my trigger application, I'm just going to select it as Razorpay. So I'm just going to search for Razorpay right over here, and as you can see the same, so we are going to select it. And now it is asking me for the trigger event. So basically, a trigger event is the event on which the workflow will start. So here what I want is that as soon as a new payment is captured, my workflow should be triggered, right? So we are just going to select the same as our triggered event. And as soon as we are going to select the trigger event, it is giving me a webhook URL. So we're going to use this same webhook URL in order to create a connection between our Razorpay account and our Pabbly Connect's workflow. So what we're going to do is I'm just going to copy this webhook URL and then we're going to follow this help text, and it is saying log into your Razorpay account and navigate to the webhook section available under the settings section. Click on add new webhook, copy above webhook URL and paste it in the URL field provided in the Razorpay account. Okay, so we're going to follow the same. I'm just going to open my Razorpay account, and as you can see that now after opening this Razorpay account, we have to go towards the left side of the bar towards the developers. And after coming on towards the developers, we have to go towards the webhooks right over here, and then we have to click on this blue button which says add new webhook. And now it is asking me for the webhook URL, so we have to paste the URL which we copied from our workflow. And now it is asking me for the secret and the alert email. So if you wish, you can definitely add a secret right over here and the alert email, but I don't wish to add so we are going to move on forward. And now it is asking me for the active events. So as you can see that in the help text it has stated that now select the payment captured from the active events section. So we are going to follow the same. I'm just going to select payment captured right from here in the active events. Now after selecting this, we have to just click on this blue button which says create webhook, and yes, you can see webhook created successfully. With this, we have successfully added a webhook right over here. And now what I've done is I've simply created a connection between my Razorpay account and my Pabbly Connect's workflow. But you can see that now it is saying waiting for webhook response, and in the notes it is saying do a test submission / record. So in order to capture this webhook response, we have to do a test submission or record. Alright, so I'm just going to open my Razorpay account, and now from the left side of the bar we have to go towards the payment pages, and right over here you can see all the payment pages. But I want to create this automation for this, which is natural glow skincare face toner. So I'm just going to open this right from here, and as you can see over here is the page URL. So I'm just going to copy this page URL and open this in a new tab. And yes, over here you can see that we have successfully opened this. And now we are going to do the test submission. So let's say that for the first name, I'm just going to keep it as test. Last name as user. For the email, I'm going to keep it as testuser55@pabblytunes.com. This is the phone number. You can see the street address, the city, the state and the pin code. And after entering all of these details, I'm just going to click on this pay 550. Alright. And as soon as I'm just going to click on this pay 550, it is asking me for the payment method. And now I'm just going to select my payment method as cards right over here. We're going to enter the card details over here. Alright. So I'm just going to enter all of my card details, and then we are going to click on this continue. And as soon as we are going to click on this continue, we are going to wait for a few seconds. And as soon as we are going to wait for a few seconds, it is saying confirming payment. Alright. So we are going to wait, and yes, you can see payment successful. With this, we have successfully purchased this face toner as test user. Alright. So with this, we have successfully did the test submission. And now what has happened is that Razorpay has sent the details of a test submission to our workflow. So I'm just going to open my workflow, and yes, you can see that Pabbly has captured the details of our payment. Over here you can see the order ID. Also you can see the street address, the state, the pin code, the phone number, the first name, the last name, the email, the city and the payment method right over here. So you can see all the details which we entered have been captured right over here as our webhook response. So yes, with this we have successfully completed our trigger step. And now what will happen is that as soon as a new payment is captured in my Razorpay account, automatically Pabbly is going to trigger the workflow and capture the response for the same. So now what I want is I want to send WhatsApp message on Razorpay payment using Pabbly Chatflow, right? So as you know that Pabbly Chatflow is an amazing tool in order to send automated WhatsApp messages. So we're going to use this Pabbly Chatflow. And first, to connect this Pabbly Chatflow with our workflow, you have to add a WhatsApp number over here. Alright. So for that, you have to click on this add WhatsApp number, and you have to enter enter this access token, the WhatsApp business account ID, and then the phone number ID. Alright, to know all of this, you can click on this video given right over here to learn complete Pabbly Chatflow account setup step by step. So now using this Pabbly Chatflow, I'm going to send automated WhatsApp messages to all my Razorpay customers, alright? And in order to send an automated WhatsApp message, we first have to create a template of the message, right? So for that, I'm just going to go towards the left side of the bar, and then we have to go towards the template list to create a new template. And now to create this template, we have to click on this blue button which says add new template. You can notice that I've created many templates previously, alright? But I'm going to create a new. For that, I'm just going to click on this button which says add new template. And as soon as we're going to click on the add new template, over here you can see that it has opened me this window. Okay, so to create a new template, we have to fill out all of these fields. Alright, so it is asking me to select the template category. So here I'm going to send WhatsApp messages in order for marketing. So I'm just going to select the template category as marketing. Now it is asking me for the template name. So for the template name, I'm just going to keep it as order confirmation. So I'm just going to enter it. So yes, now after entering this template name, we are going to move on forward, and now it is asking me to select the language for the template. So I'm just going to search for English right over here in the select language section, and as you can see, English UK. So I'm just going to select it as this. Okay, we are going to move on forward. It is asking me for the template type. So we can have 4 types of template right over here: text, image, video, or document. So I wanted to remain only text, so I'm just going to select text right over here. We are going to move on forward. It is asking me for the template header. So if you wish, you can definitely enter a template header right over here, but this is not the required field, so I'm just going to leave it as blank. Alright, this is optional. We're going to move on forward towards the template format. So over here we have to enter the template message. Alright, the message I want to send to my customer. Hello customer name, thank you for your payment via Razorpay. Your order ID has been successfully received. We appreciate your trust in us and we are processing your order promptly. If you have any specific requirements or questions, feel free to reply to this message. Our team is ready to assist you. Thank you for choosing us. So this is the WhatsApp message I want to send. Alright, but you may notice that over here for the customer name, I'm going to add a variable, and for the order ID too, I'm just going to add a variable right over here. Alright, so you must be thinking, what is a variable? So what I want is that instead of this customer name, there should be the name of my customer, like demo user, test user, or any another name. And for that, I'm going to add the variable as 1 right over here. And I have added this variable because I want to send automated personalized WhatsApp messages to all my clients, right? So that's why we add variables right over here, and we're going to enter the same variable value right over here in the simple value, like demo user. So for the first variable, I want it to be name, right? So for that, I'm just going to keep it as demo user. We're going to add another variable right over here as order ID. So I'm just going to enter it as 2 in curly brackets. So you have to keep in mind that if you're adding a variable, you have to enter the number and then the curly brackets. All right, so the field 2, I want it to be order ID. So let's say that for the order ID, we are going to enter the sample value. All right, yes, you can see that we have successfully added 2 variables now. Okay, so we're going to move on forward. You may also notice that I've added stars right over here. So I've added stars right over here to make these fields bold. All right, you can see that in the help text that it has stated, use text formatting for bold, we have to add stars. So that's why I've added stars right over here. And as you can see, we are going to get a sample preview also right over here. This is the preview message. It says, hello demo user, thank you for your payment via Razorpay, and you can see the order ID is also right over here. So the variables are coming right over here in brackets. All right, see, this is the message template which we have created successfully, and now we are going to move on forward. It is asking me for the footer and interactive actions. So this is not the required field, so I'm just going to leave it as blank and click on submit. And as soon as we're going to click on submit right over here, and yes, you can see that with this we have successfully created a template right over here. This is the template, but you may notice that the status of this is still pending. All right, so we're going to wait for a few seconds till Meta is going to approve this template. All right, so now we have waited for a few seconds, and now I'm just going to refresh this page right from here. And as soon as we're going to refresh this, yes, you can see that it has got approved. So yes, with this we have successfully created this template right over here. And now what we're going to do is, using this template only, we are going to send automated WhatsApp messages. So I'm going to come back to my workflow, and now for my action application, I'm just going to select it as Pabbly Chatflow. But before adding Pabbly Chatflow as my action, first I'm just going to add a filter condition right over here in my workflow. For that, I'm going to select the action application as filter right over here. So filter is a feature by Pabbly which helps you to add conditions in your workflow. Alright, now for the action event, I'm just going to keep it as filter values and click on connect. So what I want is, I want to create this automation only for a single payment page, which is this natural glow skincare face toner. Alright, so what I'm just going to do is, I'm just going to add the filter condition for the same. Alright, so for the label, I'm just going to select it as amount right over here. So what I've done is, for all of my products the amount is different. Alright, so let's say that for this natural skincare face toner the amount was 550 rupees. Alright, yes, you can see that over here is 550.00. so as you can see that this is the amount which we have received, so we are just going to select it as the label right over here. So I have kept all the amounts different so that I can add filter conditions based on the amounts. Alright, so as you can see that we have selected the label as amount, but you may notice that over here the amount is showing 55 and then 000, but over here the amount was 550.00. So what happens is that while capturing the response, it eliminates the decimal value. Alright, that's why it is showing me like this. So I'm just going to select the same, and now for the filter type I'm just going to select it as equals to, and then for the value we are also going to enter 55 and then 000. And now I'm just going to click on this save and send test request. And as soon as we're going to do so, now what we have done is, I have only created this automation only for a single product, which is natural glow skincare face toner. Alright, so now what will happen is that, let's say that someone is going to purchase any another product which is for the amount 499, 550 or any another amount, then this workflow will not run on further after this step. Alright, I only want this workflow to run on further in the case of the amount to be 550. Alright, so as you can see that now after adding this filter condition, now I'm just going to add my main action step, which is Pabbly Chatflow. So I'm just going to search for Pabbly Chatflow right over here, and as you can see the same, so we're going to select it. Now after selecting this, for the action event, I'm just going to select it as send curl request and click on connect. And as soon as we are going to click on connect, it is asking me to add a new connection or select an existing connection. So if you have already connected your Pabbly Chatflow account with your Pabbly Connect's workflow, you can click on select existing connection and then save. But if you haven't, you have to follow me. Click on add a new connection right over here, and now it is asking me for the token. And to get this token, we have to follow the help text, and it is saying enter your Chatflow API key token here. You will get your API token at the following URL. So as you can see over here is a URL, right? So I'm just going to get this token right from here, this URL. So I'm just going to click on this hyperlink given right over here, and yes, you can see here's my Pabbly Chatflow API token, which was available under the settings section, API and webhooks. Alright, so Pabbly is directly redirecting me to this window. So I'm just going to copy this API token, and then we're going to paste it right over here in our workflow. And after pasting this API token right over here, I'm just going to click on this save, and as soon as we're going to click on save, yes, you can see that with this we have successfully created a connection between our Chatflow account and our Pabbly Connect's workflow. And now it is asking me for the body, and to get this body, I'm just going to open my Pabbly Chatflow account once again. And now what we have to do is, in order to get this body, we first have to create a broadcast. For that, I'm just going to go towards the left side of the bar and then towards the broadcast. And after coming on towards the broadcast, we have to go towards this add broadcast button. Alright, you can see all the broadcasts which I've created previously, which I'm going to add a new. For that, I'm just going to click on this add broadcast. And now over here for the broadcast type, we have to select it as API campaign. And now it is asking me for the campaign name. So I want the campaign name to be order confirmation. Alright, so after entering this, we are going to move on forward. It is asking me to select the template. So as you can see all the template which I have created, but I'm going to select the template this, which is order confirmation, which we created right now, right? So as you can see that we have successfully selected this same template. And now I'm just going to click on this black button which says add broadcast. And yes, you can see that with this we have successfully added this broadcast right over here, which is order confirmation. Over here you can see the template name. So now what we have to do is we have to go towards this test broadcast button. All right, so now after coming over here towards the test broadcast button, this is giving me a valid JSON. So I'm just going to copy it right from here, and this is our body. All right, so I'm just going to copy it right from here, and then we're going to paste it right over here in our workflow. And after pasting this, with this we have successfully entered the body, and over here you can see that in the body we have all the fields in order to send an automated WhatsApp message. You can see the template name, you can see the campaign name, and over here it is saying destination. So over here the destination is the mobile number on which we are going to send an automated WhatsApp message. All right, so what I want is I want that instead of this destination, the destination should be the mobile number of my customer right over here, right? Because I want to send automated WhatsApp messages to my customer. So I want this destination to be my customer's mobile number. So what we're going to do is I'm just going to enter my customer mobile number right over here. So as you know that we have received the customer's mobile number in the response of our previous step. So we're going to enter the same right over here, but we are not going to enter it manually or by copy pasting it, but instead we are going to map it. So you must be wondering what is mapping. So mapping is a method by Pabbly which means inserting the data from the previous step. And as you can see that these are our previous steps. All right, so we're going to map the details from the response of our previous steps only, but over here we are going to map the details from the response of our Razorpay. All right, and as soon as we're going to map these details, automatically my details will turn dynamic and change with every new response received. So I'll explain you mapping with the help of a really simple example. So it is asking me for the destination, which is the mobile number, right? So let's say that I'm going to enter the mobile number by typing it like this. Then this will not change with every new response received because this is a static information and I have entered it manually. But let's say that we're going to map this from the previous response. So I'm just going to erase this and map this from the previous response. Okay, so I'm just going to look for phone in the previous response, and as you can see the same, so we're going to map it. And as soon as we're going to map these details, then this will definitely change because my previous response will also change. So that's why we do mapping right over here to run our workflow in real time. But you have to keep in mind that this, the destination, which is the mobile number, should also include the country code. But over here you can see that after mapping, this doesn't include the country code. So what we're going to do is I'm just going to add 91 right over here, which is the country code of India. Over here I'm in India and all of my customers are of India, so I've entered this as static only. All right, so as you can see that we have successfully entered the destination now, and now we are going to move on forward. It is asking me for the username. So for the username we are going to map the name of our customer. So I'm just going to erase this username given right over here and map the name of my customer. So I'm just going to look for name, and as you can see test user, so we're going to map it. We're going to map the first name, put a space, and then the last name. All right, we're going to move on forward towards the body parameters. So here for the body parameters we had two variables in a template, right? This is one which is the customer name and then the order ID. So we're going to map both of this right over here. So for the customer name I'm just going to erase this and map the customer name. I'm just going to look for name. Once again we are going to map test user right over here, and then we are going to map the order ID. So I'm just going to erase this body parameter 2 and map the order ID. So I'm just going to look for order ID, and as you can see the same, so we're going to map it. So now after mapping all of these details, we are just going to click on this save and send test request. But before clicking on this save and send test request, I'll just replace this dummy phone number with my original phone number so that I can show the message and the response received. All right, so I'm just going to replace this number, and after replacing this number I'm just going to click on this blue button which says save and send test request. And as soon as we're going to click on this save and send test request, yes, you can see that we have received a positive response that we have successfully sent an automated WhatsApp message to this number which is test user. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to open my Pabbly Chatflow account, and we're going to go towards the inbox from the left side of the bar. And yes, you can see that we have successfully received an automated WhatsApp message which says hello test user, thank you for your payment via Razorpay. This is your order ID has been successfully received. We appreciate your trust in us and processing the order promptly. So yes, you can see that we have successfully sent an automated WhatsApp message to test user without any manual efforts with the help of this simple automation. So yes, with this we have successfully completed this workflow, and now what will happen is that as soon as a new payment is captured in my Razorpay account, automatically Pabbly is going to trigger the workflow and capture the response for the same right over here. And then further what will happen is that only if the payment is made for this product, then only this workflow will move on further because of this filter step, and send an automated WhatsApp message to our customer like this. All right. So yes, with this we have successfully completed our workflow, and now we don't have to come back and again to our workflow to click on save and send test request. This workflow is going to run in backend, and as we have mapped the details, so this is going to run in real time too. This was it for the video, and if you have any questions related to the video or the workflow, you can directly comment on this video. And for your reference, I'll just clone this workflow and share the workflow link in the description box so that you can access my workflow. I hope this video was helpful for you. Thank you for watching.
So not only these applications, but with the help of Pabbly Connect, you can integrate many more applications. So if you have any doubts, you can reach us at support@pabbly.com. If you have any queries, you can reach us at forum.pabbly.com. And if you have any pricing related issues, you can follow this website. And if you find our videos helpful, do like and subscribe our channel. Thank you for watching.